Jiggy Cat here with LuckyStarRadio.com here at the second day of NAMM 2016. I'm here with Mike Repel. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. How are you guys doing?
Doing amazing.
It's nice to see you here at NAMM.
It is. It's so good to finally meet you.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Tell us about your latest products.
Well, recently I just published the second edition of my book, The Music Industry Self-Help Guide, which is a 402-page, 34-chapter book on artist development, which is basically about building the critical building blocks and foundation blocks that an independent artist needs before any manager, label, or publicist would even be able to look at them. There's a big disconnect, and I see this genre to genre, region to region of artists who just don't know where to go, don't know what to turn to, and don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And also, as the book implies, it is a self-help guide. So, I do push artists to overcome one of the biggest obstacles that they have, and that's themselves. There's a big problem with work ethic that a lot of people have now, and it's just an underlying message throughout the book. However, what the book does focus on are key elements such as building an online presence, building and maintaining a fan base, creating your own music scene if you need to.
Nice.
If you don't have a local organized music scene where bands or all trading shows are working together, and bringing all their collective fan bases together to actually fill a room. This is something that can be done on a grassroots level, on a DIY level for artists at minimal cost. This goes into other things. This edition was expanded from the first edition, which was like 282 pages.
Yes.
This is 402 pages now. There is a chapter on filling out an online copyright registration form, which I think a lot of artists are at a disadvantage of. They think they need to hire someone to do that. But no, you can actually do that yourself on the Electronic Copyright Office website, Library of Congress. There's other elements in the book that deal with, setting up a live show promotions, avoiding treacherous pay-to-play promoters. Because there are some impressive business models in this industry. Yeah. Some genres is worse than others. I deal with problems with live sound. I also go through several different chapters on different ways to create revenue from your music. Merchandising, publishing, sync licensing, selling retail's mobile devices, performance royalties. There's a lot of different avenues that maybe for an independent artist, one avenue may not be successful by itself, but when you add all these and combine them in the earlier stages, as an artist moves up that ladder towards more public visibility, those revenue streams from their older material, as long as they keep their brand continuity intact, start to trickle in. Start realizing some success, because a lot of artists don't understand is that success is cumulative. It's not really a one and you're done thing. There's no just I'm going to get on the elevator and get up on top floor. No, you have to climb each independent step of the ladder itself, because the lower steps support the activities on the higher steps.
Foundations.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it goes back to what I said. If I was a publicist, you're coming to me, hey, I've got this new band, well, what have you done? Nothing. Okay, so how am I going to find that newsworthy? What kind of visibility am I going to create for you? What kind of public interest? You have no story. So, and that also goes to another part of my book where I teach artists how to develop a press kit. I go through all the elements of the press kit, the backlinks, how their photos should look, how they should take their photos. And I also teach them how to draft press releases and other things that they can do with me. And this all ties in other elements of the book, like disseminating, news that might get posted on social media networks. All in all, it's very comprehensive, and it covers a wide range of everything an artist needs to do. And not only does it do that, but it also talks about the current state of the music industry and what is happening on the corporate and legislative level that's affecting the little guy. Some people may not know this, but companies like Pandora, they're actually lobbying Congress to pay artists less. But when you're paying somebody fractions of a penny, and now you want to take more of that, that's very problematic. Because the artists are creating a commodity that we all live in here. Music is a part of our life, it's a part of our soul.
Yes.
And ultimately, when you have corporations that are seeing nothing but a profit margin, and they're trying to fund lobbyists to create oppressive legislation that hampers the artistic community, that in itself is a very big problem. And I guide artists, I don't guide them, I basically educate them on what is happening on that larger scale. And they can actually even write to legislators and tell them to oppose stuff like this. Because you cannot, even as a musician, everyone should know don't ever underestimate the power of your own secret voice.
That's so true. So true, Mike. What do you have planned for 2016?
Well, 2016, we're planning on doing, more visibility for the book and everything. And I've also just started a music project called Riotous Indignation, which is a hardcore thrash music crossover, releasing a 4-song EP. Late winter, early spring of 2016, and we're going to try to create as much momentum and visibility for that project as well. There is a video, it's pretty controversial, that we're using as a marketing driver for the EP release. And, that's the beginning of that project as well. Looking very forward to it. I've been spending a lot of time in the studio writing. Currently, I wrote all the bass, guitar, and vocals, and I've tracked all that stuff myself.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're our permanent lineup is actually coming together now as we speak. But we were very selective about who we're taking on a project because, as I stated, like the work ethic portion of of an artist's drive for success has a lot to do with if he's going to move forward or not. Now, when you introduce that to a band scenario, you have like a 5-way marriage where people all have to work together for the common goal of the team. Yeah. And if someone's lacking, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I wrote about that too. And now I'm experiencing the stuff that I wrote about because I've got to be selective on who I bring in because I want to have success-minded and goal-oriented individuals around me.
Yes.
There's an old saying. If you know 5 millionaires, you're going to become the 6th millionaire. However, if you've got 5 degenerate gambler or junkie friends, you're going to be a 6th degenerate gambler junkie friend. I mean, and it's
who you hang out with.
Yeah. So it's about networking. So, if you have a successful professional networking, the people that you associate with are goal oriented. You're gonna embody that as well.
Heck yeah. For the people that want to follow you or contact you, where do you send them, Mike?
Well, as of now, themusicindustyselfhelpguide.com. You can actually read a 3-chapter free preview of the book right on the website. All our social media links are backlinked to that, our Facebook page, our Twitter, our Google Plus account. If any artists want to find several pages where they can actually put their own profiles that are listed in the book, you can actually go right on my Google Plus page and find probably 30 different websites you can put artist profiles on. Riotous Indignation, it will be riotousindignation.com. It has not yet launched. As soon as our meeting is completed, we're going to launch all our pages at once. I don't believe in inviting people to blank social media pages that are inactive at the time because, frankly, the attention span of the average kid today is very diminished. So, when I can hit them with something hard, it's fun.
Heck yeah. Mike, thank you so much for taking the time out for this interview.